When the state decides to take kids from their parents, caseworkers and judges aren't the only officials who help decide what happens next. Arizona has something else called foster care review boards. They make sure kids don't get stuck in foster care too long without a plan. These volunteer boards are supposed to mirror the communities they serve in terms of race, ethnicity, and income level, but they don't. Nearly 60% of Arizona kids in foster care are Black, Latino, Native American, or Asian, but almost 90% of volunteer board members are white. In at least 6 counties, there are 0 board members of color. Why does that matter? Well, any parent facing the possibility of permanently losing a child likely feels unfairly judged by the state. If minority families never see a decision maker who looks like they do, it can add to the feeling that the deck is stacked against them. Often, that feeling is justified. Over the years, research has shown cultural bias, or simply a lack of understanding about other races and cultures, does affect the outcomes of some child welfare cases. Black and Native American kids in particular enter foster care more often, spend more time in the system, and wait longer to be adopted. That's despite national data showing kids of all racial and ethnic backgrounds are equally likely to be mistreated. It's important to note that belonging to one minority group or socioeconomic class doesn't make you an expert on every group. In interviews with The Republic, board members of all backgrounds describe struggling with certain cases because of cultural differences. Everything from parents' religious convictions to use of physical discipline. But more board diversity overall would give volunteers a better shot at seeing all sides of a case and making the best recommendations for each child. And it could give the families who come before the boards more of a sense that somebody's looking out for them. State officials know this, and they've stepped up recruitment efforts in recent years. But they say attracting ethnically diverse candidates, especially men, is still a challenge. The positions are unpaid and require a monthly commitment of at least 1 full day. Think you'd be a good candidate? You can complete an application to get the ball rolling. Request one at azcourts.gov/FCRB. The state provides training to all appointed volunteers. Return to azcentral.com or visit us on Facebook, Twitter, or YouTube for more. Remember, if you have any questions, you can send them our way.